Welcome back to the Black Basterd Video Podcast. It's your host, Max Road, the video hunting shark, rewinding tapes, checking out trailers, and getting ready to videos. No, we're not. We're not checking out trailers. We're not getting rid of any videos. We're not rewinding tapes. What we're doing today is a little show and tell. Recent pickups. I have a few VHSs, quite a few Laserdisc, and also a world premiere. I filmed a short. It's not any different than the videos I filmed in the past of me hunting tapes. Only this time, you're going to go on the journey. You're going to see the things that I see on the way to get those hitters. I have a vehicle. I just no longer drive. I'm on the streets. And it feels good because it's been a while. It's been a while since my feet touched pavement. Yeah. At least, realistically, 4 years since I've devoted time to taking public transportation, to walking. I had a skateboard. I was skateboarding for a while. I retired because I felt that things were just flying by. I wasn't really experiencing the world as I should, as I remember. It's like when we're kids and like we're so close to the ground that we have a relationship with bugs. We get older and they mean nothing. So let's run through these tapes. Let's run through these Laserdisc and let's premiere my film. All right. Yesterday on my hunt, I came across the Beatles' Yellow Submarine on Laserdisc. A 1987 release, asking $20. I passed. I want it, but I passed. I have to pay rent first. If I make some money off some VHS tapes or Laserdisc, I promise I'll jet back to that spot and get that Laserdisc. I already have Yellow Submarine on VHS, but I would definitely like the Laserdisc. Speaking of such, well, these aren't the Beatles, are they? This is the Rolling Stones. But it's more so it's a musician's movie. Rock and Roll Circus. Last week on, alright, so when I go on my walks in the city, it takes me about an hour and a half to get to Black Basterd Video. Number 2 location. We're at the number 2 location. So last week when I went on that walk, I stopped into a thrift store and found this. The best of Benny Hill. Exactly. Pipe down, folks. Okay. This is a recent pickup, along with what we're watching right now. you have Dream Child, the story behind Alice in Wonderland. David and Goliath, what we're currently watching. When I was at the thrift store in which I got these tapes, right when I walked in, there was a older guy, Latino guy. He was making a dash from the VHS tapes to the counter, like he just, oh, I gotta get that tape. And it was good to see his fervor. You know, it was good to see his excitement. It's wild. It really is. It's just wild seeing that there's people out there collecting tapes. Like, tapes got crapped on because of DVDs, but there was nothing wrong with the tape. VHS is like your old spouse. You know, you talk down on this person, but when this person was around, they did everything that your newfound love did. But they're nothing to you because they're past their prime. Every dog has his day. Alright, so that's the VHS tapes. Now, we're going to run quickly through these laser discs. And maybe I'll tell you why I got them. I just recently watched a documentary on Albert Einstein. And when I say recent, I mean about a day before I found this out there. I knew nothing of the movie, but I really dig this cover. And Teresa Russell's in there. I don't know who plays Einstein, but the little bit of footage I watched, it's a good watch. It's really 80s. Like, this is one of those 80s movies that, oh, this is really 80s. Like, it's kind of hard to describe. It's a lot of production for a generic movie. I'm not down in the movie. I'm not saying it's bad. It was some the moment that within the 40 minutes that I saw, there was some really poignant dialogue between Albert Einstein and Marilyn Monroe. How cool is that, huh? Did these two really meet? I don't know. But in this movie, Insignificance, they did. So, I really like the cover. I like Teresa Russell. I like Marilyn Monroe. I like Albert Einstein. This is going to stay in my collection for probably the rest of my life. It's just one of those that I ain't gonna sell. Now, this is not a recent pickup, but I didn't talk about it. Shampoo. I'm not a party animal anymore. In fact, I have trauma even thinking about my party days. This is current affairs, so I might as well talk about it. There is a party scene in this movie. When you're looking for it, it ain't hard to find. And we all know a certain, if you want to call him a rapper, producer who's in prison or jail right now, might be going to prison. Those people who attended those parties, they knew what they were looking for. The last time I purposefully walked into the madness was almost 3 years ago when I went to LA, Palm Desert, and then I returned a few months later and went to LA. And I was on the verge of getting inside of one of these parties, but the person I was with, I'm not going to talk down on my guy, but he just didn't fit the bill, and we weren't able to get in. But I'm glad. I'm actually glad I didn't get into that party. I made an about face and went on my path that I've on a professional level, I've entered the world. But on a party level, I don't ever want to be in that world. What does that have to do with shampoo? It's just, it's the life, okay? It's the life. And those who know if I gotta sit here and explain it to you, you know, that's what movies are for. And you should watch the movie. This right here, this film is amazing because it's a time capsule of what driving from LA to the Bay would look like in 1972, whatever year this came out. I think it's 72. The landscape, you're not going to see a McDonald's. The gas stations are not Chevron gas stations. Like, it's a barren wasteland out there. If they tried to make this movie, they would have to use CGI. Because this world doesn't exist in California any longer. I love this movie. When I was young, I would play as if I was this character, and I would get my mom's laundry basket that was in the shape of a steering wheel, and I would just pretend I was the character. When I moved into my studio this year in April, there was roaches, man. There was roaches in the apartment. I didn't complain. You know why? Because I'm not a woman. Okay, I just lived with my roaches, and I murdered them every time I saw one. And I haven't seen a roach in 2 months. I think they're gone. I mean, they're not, they're not eviscerated. They're not extinct. They're just not in my apartment. But they are in Joe's apartment. All right, this is my third copy I've ever owned. Number 3. And if I'm not mistaken, I just sold 1. So at one time, I almost had 3 at one time. A Clockwork Orange. Remember I tried to introduce this to a young lady? She's like, oh, I already seen it. And I was like, oh, damn, okay. I thought I was going to be the cool guy to introduce you to a cool movie. She's like, yeah, we watched it in school. What kind of school did you go to? Back to the Beach. I'm pretty sure I talked about this. I'm happy to have this on Laserdisc. I was happy with my VHS. I didn't mind. But it's good. It's good to have this. Feels good. I'm not talking much about it because summer's over, man, and it hurts. Serial. This takes place in the Bay. It's about the life, again, the life of well-to-do people and the kind of shit you're going to get into when you have money and nothing to do. Sex and drugs. I am doing my best to stay away from these poisonous black widows, or in her case, poisonous plant. Young ladies, man, who they don't have nothing but their looks. And an older man is just a horny man. So, believe it or not, those don't mix well. This young lady will bring down your whole empire because she's poisonous. All right, so yeah, with my short, I try to get on some David Lynch type vibes. You know, I try to get on the surreal type feelings. You guys let me know in the comment section what you think of my short film. Do I have potential? Or should I just say, throw in the towel, dude. Don't even pursue that life. Because that was terrible. Alright, this is Eraserhead. A Japanese release with the Obi strip. Alright. So, enjoy the flick. Let me know what you think. Tell me if it's good. Tell me if it's crap. Actually, I don't care what you think, okay? I really don't care. It's already done. I can't just reverse time and be like, hey, I'm going to film this different. I'm going to do that different. It's done.
saying that.